Hello everyone, welcome to What If Deku Fell in Love with Seiya Kisaragi from Blood Sea movie. Before we start, please go support Cesar Mendoza 290,316 for writing that awesome fanfic. This is the translated version I made. There will be some mistaken characters' gender, but of course Deku is a male. The love between an ancient man and a swordswoman. One shot. Okay, I don't know how to explain it. I hate remembering every moment of that bucking moment of my life, but I think you have to know my name is Izuku Midoriya, an ancient, unfortunately, since my mother faced one because she was a great swordswoman, but she was badly injured, but thanks to the blood of an ancient she was healed, but unfortunately she is no longer in this world, but thanks to her I am alive, but something was happening to me. I realized that I was different. I realized that I was an ancient. The creature that has existed since pre-Hispanic times that stalk and attack at the moments they deem appropriate, usually at night, although they can also do it during the day. How did I know what this was? Well, a damn idiot bothered me, and now he is 6 feet underground but at least my samurai tribe trained me to control myself, and at the same time, I wanted to follow my mother's legacy in being a great swordsman, and together with my best friend Seiya Kisaragi, my best childhood friend, the two of us always trained to be great swordsmen, but one day, oh well, great day is that day is special for both of us, since we both confessed since Seiya fell in love with me and I did too, and we confessed both. Now we are happy boyfriends, and we were always together in good times and bad, and we are very happy until now since, thanks to a shitty bastard. Why do I call him that? Well, 6 months ago in the past, our lives were quiet. My girlfriend and I had a super normal life. We went to school, we had friends, we had a normal life in a town where we grew up together while we killed the elders, but one day the son of a bitch named Fumito Nanohana, who one day revealed that everything was an experiment of his to be able to watch over the two of them, and our friends were always actors who pretended to be our friends from the past, since Takazane Shinichiro, Nin Moto, Nono Moto, Yuka Amino, Kanako Tsutsutori, Itsuki Tomafusa are all dead. He killed them and erased our memories to forget that I was an ancient, and even worse, Seiya's father Tadashi Kisaragi. He was an ancient and wanted to kill Seiya, but I had to face him unfortunately, since he was very powerful, so I killed him. But at least he is not suffering anymore in this world. We tried that. Fumito did not escape, but he almost killed us. But how stupid, since we are both half ancient, me more, since Seiya has little ancient blood, and we had to finish off all the ancients in the village. We finished off almost all of them, but they still continue to see more ancients, and we had to leave the town. Maybe they were all actors, nothing more. Wow, it's been 6 months after what happened, but now we live peacefully far from all our past, and the truth is I do not complain about the life that I have, me and my girlfriend, and the truth is I hope I never find that son of a bitch, because if I find him I will kill him and plow him. He suffered a lot. I think he should stop remembering all that. It is just water under the bridge. Narrator. We see Izuku slowly waking up inside a car since he was a driver of a rented limousine and feels that someone was moving him and gets out to investigate, but he walked with difficulty since he was tired and sees 4 thieves trying to remove the wheels from the limousine. Izuku. Hey, listening, calling the attention of the thieves. Thief 1. But what the hell? Izuku. They are chrome wheels, they cannot be easily removed and they will also damage them. Thief 2. But what is this idiot talking about? Izuku. Besides, it is a rented car, nobody will pay them. I can't finish since Izuku was shot, causing him to fall to the ground, and the thieves thought he was dead. Thief 1. Idiot. Thief 3. Come on, hurry up. Thief 4. Yes, but this shit does not come off trying to remove the wheel. Izuku. Hey. Thief 3. But what the hell, is he still alive? Said scared. Izuku. Hey, seriously, don't you want to do this? Taking out some from his fists, huge claws scaring the thieves, but one lunged at Izuku and hits him with a stick, and the other hits him with another stick, and Izuku was just trying to scare the thieves away, but one kicks him in the back making him fall, but Izuku stands up, and one was going to punch him, but Izuku digs his claws into his arm, making him scream too much, but Izuku receives a punch, something that made him angry, and cuts off another thief's arm. Thief 2. It's the devil shooting at the car. Izuku. No, the car doesn't receive 2 shots, and a thief knocks him to the ground, and everyone starts kicking Izuku in the ribs, making him unable to get up. Thief 2. Now you're going to die, asshole, loading his shotgun, making Izuku enraged. Izuku. Sons of bitches, the shotgun fires, making a hole in the car. Izuku. Damn bastard, cutting his throat and tearing off his head. Thief 3. You're going to die, asshole, but Izuku sticks his claws in again and again, making me vomit blood, and a thief was going to hit Izuku. But Izuku puts his claws in his mouth, making him bleed too much, and another one puts his claws in his cranium, making him die, and he grabs the leader and cuts his throat, making them all die. Thief 3. Starty said in pain while bleeding from his stomach, and 2 thieves leave in a hurry, and Izuku throws a rock at them, making the glass break. Izuku. Bucking idiots, he said, tired and a little sore. Taking the jack off the car, he gets in the car and leaves from there, leaving the bodies there. Izuku. Buck, Seiya is going to kill me. Seeing that in his smoking, he had a lot of blood, and arrives at the apartment where Izuku and Seiya lived, where he arrives and goes up the stairs knocking since he didn't have keys, and opens none other than Seiya, who had her pajamas since she was going to sleep, and Seiya was in shock by what she saw. Seiya. Love, are you okay? She said, super worried, and closing the door, putting Izuku on the couch. Izuku. Yeah, calm down, they're just bullets, calm down, he said, smiling. Seiya. But what happened to you? She said, shocked, opening a first aid kit. Izuku. Nothing, they just tried to rob me, but I didn't. Leave me alone, love, they're just bullets. He already took them out, taking out the bullets one by one, and he works quickly, and Seiya takes off Izuku's shirt, blushing at the well-worked body he had, and takes out some cotton and cleans the blood that was on him. Seiya. Their love, why don't you quit this job? Look how they left you, this is the 8th time they tried to rob you, cleaning the blood that was on. Izuku. But I'll do it for you, calm down, I'll just be more careful next time, I promise not to worry you too much. The truth is that I'm tired of living in this house. Seiya. Yes, but you don't have to be outside all day hiding that you're an old man throwing the cotton in the trash. Izuku. Yes, but at least nobody sees me, and I promise that I'll get you out of here, no matter what, calm down, just give me time. Seiya. Izuku, the truth is I'm worried since you're hardly home, you hardly eat, and sometimes you come home super tired, very sleepy, then you don't sleep well, and the truth is I don't like seeing you like that, and I know that sometimes you also fight, that's why you come home with some blood in your tuxedo, and I know that you're still angry about what happened in the village. Izuku. What happened in the village is a thing of the past, they were just actors acting, thanks to that bastard Fumito, they weren't our friends, they were just acting serious, remembering what happened in the village, and how Fumito tried to kill Seiya, but he escaped, and how they killed all the elders who were in the village, but look at Seiya climbs on top of him blushing, and Seiya hugs him, putting him between her breasts. Seiya. Izuku, I know it fills you with rage to remember that, but we are at peace, calm down, one of these days we will get revenge on those bastards, do not worry, but for now just live our lives, and I do not care if we live like this, I am very happy like this because I love you, I do not care about anything, I only love you my love, because I really love you very much, nothing matters to me more in life than you, I do not care if we live in this small apartment, I only care about you, because I love you. Very much, Izuku said, smiling, and approaches Izuku and gives him a kiss that Izuku reciprocates, and after a couple of minutes the two separate, leaving a thread of saliva. Izuku. Okay love, one of these days we will have our own house, said, smiling. Seiya. Okay love, let's go heat up dinner and then we will go to sleep, taking Izuku's hands and takes him to the dining room where Izuku sits while Seiya heated the food she made for dinner, which was katsudon, which she knew that Izuku liked katsudon a lot, and Izuku eats it super happy and hungry after being in the limo all day, while Seiya kept him company, and the two go to the room where Izuku takes off his tuxedo and puts on his pajamas, and the two lie down, they cover themselves, and Seiya hugs him from behind. Seiya. Love, I understand, even if it may not seem like it, I am very happy like this, I truly love you, and when you get home, I get super happy, because I am seeing the love of my life again, another day, I love you, Izuku said, whispering, and Izuku turns around and gives Seiya a kiss of pure love, and the two began to get hot between so many kisses, and Izuku squeezed her breasts and massaged them. Seiya. Love, stopping it, touch them gently since they still hurt because they are growing, she said, breathing heavily. Izuku. Sorry, but Seiya gives him a kiss that Izuku reciprocates, and the two began to get hot. Lemon skipped. So Izuku giving her a few last thrusts, he came in Seiya's ass, which she gave a loud moan of pleasure at the same time that she came. The next day. We see Seiya sleeping peacefully, but she begins to wake up little by little, where she wakes up completely and sees Izuku putting on a new tuxedo and trying to put on his tie. Izuku. Damn, how this gets somewhat annoying, trying to put on his tie. Seiya. I'm coming love, putting on a robe and stands where she begins to fix his tie and tie it well. Seiya. I still don't understand, at your 16 years you can't tie your tie. Izuku. It's true, at my 16 years of driving and I don't know how to tie my tie. Seiya. Come on, let's go to the kitchen so I can make you breakfast. Izuku. Sorry love, but I have to go out driving quickly, a client sent me a message, but thanks, you have breakfast, giving him a short kiss, I'll see you at night love, leaving the room. Seiya. Don't forget your keys. Izuku. I won't, and don't forget to put on your glasses, shouting and closing the door. Seiya. How I love my Izuku very much, he said, smiling and taking his glasses and puts them on, I'd better use the contact lenses, putting on his contact lenses. But Izuku. Izuku was driving quietly through the cities of Japan after having breakfast, it seemed like the trip was going to be very peaceful, but Izuku was always bored since he had clients that were a nuisance to Izuku, luckily he got a quiet client. Izuku. TSK, but what a boring job, said Borden, turning on the radio. Played. And in other news, in the morning 3 bodies were found outside the city and there a 4th where he lost his life after being pierced with something sharp like knives or claws. We think that it may be a somewhat dangerous criminal who may be escaped from prison. What do you think, Bert? Bert. I don't know what to think, Clyde, since in the middle of 2022, these brutal murders are happening. It is a disgrace, but at least they were thieves, gang members, people who got out of prison and came back to steal again. It is a shame they couldn't change, that is why what happened to them for criminals, but what doesn't add up to me is how they died, since the holes are big enough for you to be a knife for knives. Clyde. You're right, maybe there is something or someone who kills for fun or madness, since finding the gang members like this is something disturbing, he said, scared, making Izuku lower the radio until he parks and gets out and opens the back of the limousine. Izuku. Ready, sir, it's 15,000 yen please. Sir. I'm very sorry, young man, but I only have 2,000 yen and these are for my family's food, but Izuku takes them. Izuku. Thank you very much, sir, whenever you want call me, he said, smiling, getting into the car. Sir. Wait, hey young man, wait, it's for my food, but Izuku drives fast, leave the gentleman alone. Izuku. Ha, poor bastard, well that's what happens to you for lying that you were a millionaire, at least 2,000 yen better, I'll go get the other passenger. So a whole quiet day passed where I was driving with some strange passengers, millionaires and some who felt a lot doing that. Izuku got kind of tired of this, but when Seiya came to mind or he imagined something with Seiya, she always motivated him to keep going, no matter if he got too tired or was fed up with his work, she took it just for her. That's how it was all day for Izuku, picking up people and taking them for a ride in his limo. That's how it was this night where he arrived at his house. He parked the limo and went to his apartment where Seiya came in. Love throwing herself at Izuku and starting to kiss him all over his face, and the two of them fell to the ground where Seiya was kissing him, crossing their tongues. Seiya. I missed you so much, making a pout. Izuku. Me too, love, but I'm here, smiling. Seiya. Come on then, let's go, dinner is ready. Izuku. Okay, love. So the two went to their table where they ate quietly. Since they were half ancient half human, they could eat human things at the same time. Ancient. Izuku. And what do you want to do today, since I have free tonight, so what do you want to do eating? Seiya. Well, a movie just came out that I would like to see, and it's Pinocchio. Izuku. That movie where they make Pinocchio half real. Seiya. Yes, that movie, said, smiling. Izuku. Okay, said, smiling. Seiya. Well, put the dishes there since today we are going out, she said, smiling, getting up. I'm going to take a bath, if you want you can come in, she said, smiling, flirtatiously, blushing. Izuku. I better wash the dishes, blushing. So Seiya went to take a bath while Izuku was washing some dishes, and Seiya finished, and Izuku gets in to take a bath where it ends, and the two went to change where the two ended up. Izuku. Ready, love, let's go, and how pretty you look, smiling, seeing Seiya, who had a brown trench coat and black pants and a black sweater and black Vans with a white stripe and her hair loose. Seiya. You also look handsome, Izuku said, smiling, seeing Izuku with a black trench coat, a black sweater and black pants and black Vans with a white stripe. Izuku. Thanks, love, giving him a kiss. Seiya. Well, let's go, love, we're getting late. Izuku. Okay. So our couple leaves the apartment where they began to walk quietly, but something that caught Izuku's attention is that the news of the thieves is like a trend throughout the country, but something that confused him is that everyone was wondering who killed those thieves, showing some images of how Izuku crossed them, horrifying everyone. Seiya. Are you okay, love? Izuku. Yes, I'm fine, smiling, taking Seiya's hand. Seiya. Calm down, if someone discovers you I swear I'll kill them, since nobody messes with my boyfriend, giving her a kiss on the cheek, blushing. Izuku. Izuku. Okay, love, walking quietly. Like this, walking through the streets of Japan, having a good time, the two, until they arrived to the cinema where Seiya was excited since she would see Pinocchio. Izuku. Tell me something, where do you want to see it, in 4D or IMAX? Seiya. Wherever, said happily. Izuku. Calm down, superstar, we'll go, I'll buy everything, said, smiling. Seiya. Thanks, love, hugging him, giving him lots of kisses. Izuku. Well, let's go right now, blushing, and I'll take you to the ticket office where I bought tickets for Pinocchio in 4D, where they gave him his tickets, and went to the candy store where he bought some large popcorn for the two of them and some cold ones where he goes with Seiya, seeing that she was playing in the claw machines, and wins a Funko Pop and a small stuffed octopus. Seiya. Yeah, jumping for joy, going with Izuku. Izuku. What did you win? Seiya. Here, love, I won a Harry Potter Funko Pop and a small octopus that I called Squidward. Look, they are the ones that change face. Look, changing faces. He is happy and angry. Izuku. How good, I'm glad you got them. Seiya. And Harry Potter is for you, love. Izuku. Thanks, love, well now let's go to the theater since the movie is about to start. Seiya. Okay, love. So our couple went to the theater where they sat in the back seats. Seiya. I hope the movie is good now. I want to hear the songs. You say they will be nice, and they say that Disney took a lot of affection for this movie. Izuku. I say yes since it is a remake of its animation, and I think it will be very good, he said smiling, and the lights go out. Seiya. How exciting, it is about to start. Izuku. Silence, love, it is about to start. Seiya. Yes, sorry. So the movie is going where Seiya, he marveled at the movie because it was very pretty and beautiful. The truth is that I really liked the movie since Pinocchio looked very good. I liked it a lot. Thus ended the movie where Izuku and Seiya were walking and arrived at a train station. Seiya. Thanks for tonight, love, said smiling, hugging Izuku. Izuku. You're welcome, love, for you I will give everything, even my life, said smiling. Seiya. I love you, Izuku. Izuku. Me too, love, giving him a kiss. Thus arriving the train where Seiya and Izuku got on where they sat, but they would pass and the two would fall asleep a little. But suddenly. A man began to behave strangely and spit up some blood. Man. Hey asshole, what the hell do you have? Man 2. Yes, what the hell do you have since you're scaring everyone? This. Hey sir, are you okay? But the man bites him hard, causing him to scream heartbreakingly, and the man transforms into nothing more and nothing less than an ancient woman. Run everyone, there she comes running while the train was still standing, and everyone goes to the other car, and the old one sees Izuku and Seiya and approaches, and the old one gets closer and closer to Izuku and Seiya. Izuku, Seiya. Z pretending they were sleeping, and the old one was about to grab Seiya. At that. Izuku takes out his claws from his right hand and sticks them in the right ribs of the old one. Izuku. Don't even think about touching my girl, piercing it with his left hand, his chest, making him spit blood. Seiya. That's my boyfriend, taking his katana out of his backpack. Izuku. Really, you had it? Seiya. If I always go out with her. Izuku. And how did you hide it when we were at the movies watching the old one regenerating? Seiya. Why do you think I have a trench coat on, taking out his katana? Izuku. Well, less talk, and now to finish off the son of a bitch getting into a fighting stance. At that the old one lunged at Izuku, but Izuku pierces his stomach, but the old one grabs him and sends him flying, causing him to crash into a tube, something that Seiya took advantage of and made a cut in his mono, that the old one regenerates, making Izuku give him a punch that sends him somewhat far, making him break some tubes, and that the two see that the old one grabs a fainted girl and leaves the train running away. Izuku. Damn. Seiya. Let's go for him. And that Izuku takes out his large wings, where Izuku shot out to get the old one, and Seiya was following the two. Seiya. Come on Izuku, don't let him escape, running while Izuku flew towards him, but the old one threw things towards Izuku, but Izuku covered himself with his wings. Izuku. Now to die, taking out his claws, but the old one stops, turning around and gives him a big kick, making him crash into a wall, and the old one leaves quickly. Izuku. Damn son of a bitch, I'll kill you, I'll shoot out towards the old one. And that the two took a great jump, but Seiya gives him a big kick that sends him far away, throwing the girl, something that Seiya takes advantage of, and stabs him with her katana, making him die, but Seiya's katana broke. Seiya. Buck. Izuku. Don't worry love, I'll buy you another one, smiling. Seiya. Thanks love, giving her a kiss, and the two see a car arrive. Izuku. Seiya, stay behind me, taking out his claws, and that some people get off. Hey Mana, are you okay? Mana. Yes Shun, I'm really sleepy. Shu. Izuku Midoriya, Seiya Kisaragi. Izuku. How do you know our names, who are you seriously? Hey Shun, Mana, here come the tower idiots. Shun. Yes Iori, Seiya, Izuku, let's go, calm, you can trust us. Izuku. Go Seiya, I'll distract you a little. Seiya. But Izuku. Izuku. Just go love, I'll be fine. Seiya. Okay, getting in the car. Iori. Let's go now, starting to drive, well Izuku took a great leap where he became a large red ancient with huge teeth and claws on his feet and hands. Soldier. But what the hell is that shooting? But the bullets didn't hurt Izuku, approaching a soldier and ripped off one's head and split another in two and pierces another with her large sharp nails, giving it a start, taking out the soldier's guts and organs, while Izuku ate the dead and alive soldiers. But Seiya. Shun. Damn, here they come, accelerate Iori. Iori. Down there, a machine gun, shoot them. At that there he grabs the machine gun, getting out of the car, starting to shoot at two cars that were armored. Mana. There they are, not armored cars. Iori. With a demon, what was missing, driving fast. At that everyone saw a strange monster flying very high. Shun. But what the hell is that thing, getting and seeing horrifying monster. Seiya. That monster is my boyfriend, would it be? Shun. Sorry Seiya, it surprised me. At that everyone sees how Izuku falls in front of the two cars, causing them to turn around and fly away, leaving those who were inside the car injured and Izuku flies away. Iori. Seriously, that is your boyfriend? Surprised. Seiya. Yes, and I love him at the same time we want to get married. Shun. I want to be the best man, he said smiling. And that everyone hears a noise up above and looks as Izuku comes in through the window on the right and Seiya makes room for him to come in. Izuku. Seiya love, are you okay? Did they hurt you? He said worriedly. Seiya. Yes love, I'm fine, but look at your arm, seeing that Izuku's left arm was bleeding. Izuku. Don't worry love, it's just a scratch, sucking his arm, spitting out a bullet at the same time it was regenerating. Seiya. And who are you? Izuku. Now where are you taking us? Seriously, Izuku takes out his claws. Wolverines. Shun. Calm down Izuku. Seiya. I know you're serious because you don't know us. But calm down, we're almost there. Izuku. If you do something weird, I'll eat you alive, seriously, terrifying both of them. A few minutes passed where everyone arrived at a large mansion where everyone gets off. Izuku. What is this place? Serious and curious. Iori. Our secret lair where tower can't track us. Mana. Well, we'll be since our boss is waiting for us. Seiya. Boss confused. Shun. That's right, entering the big mansion where they go up the stairs, seeing Izuku and Seiya that the mansion was big where they arrived at a room where they saw other people. Oh, finally we found them. Izuku Midoriya Seiya Kisaragi. Izuku. How do you know our names? Seriously. I know everything about you, I know who you are, your past and everything, since I have investigated many of you too, but not so much since not even I know where you live, so you can put away your claws now Izuku. Izuku. Okay, putting his claws in his fists. Seiya. One question, who are you? I introduce myself, my name is Kuroto, leader of this organization. Hello, I am Haruno, Kuroto's secretary. Iori. I am Iori, the one who has the truck. Shun. I am Shun, a good hacker, junior hacker since I still can't. I am the real hacker hero. Mana. I am Mana, an ex-hacker. Kuroto. And we are an organization called Sirg. Izuku. Okay, but exactly what are you? Serious? Kuroto. You see, we are an organization that is against the Fumito and Tower organization, since we discovered that there are more like you Izuku. Izuku. How surprised. Kuroto. That's right, since not only are you an ancient, but also Seiya, and that is why we hate that organization, since we are against the experiments they do on people, especially ancient people and ancients, since there are few of their kind left. But Izuku, answer me something. Izuku. What thing? Kuroto. What are you Izuku? Tell me what you really are. Izuku. What are you talking about, seriously? Kuroto. Well, I was there in that town looking for Fumito, but out of nowhere I saw you. Flashback. We see Kuroto visiting the place, seeing that it was destroyed. Kuroto. My god, this is a great massacre, but who did it? Then he hears a huge roar that alarms him, taking out his weapons where he is hiding, and sees none other than Seiya standing in a pile of corpses of ancient rabbits. Kuroto. But who is she? Surprised seeing Seiya, but looks away seeing Izuku turned into an ancient eating other ancients and roared at the same time. Seiya. Izuku screaming super loud, and Izuku turns around seeing Seiya where she runs towards her, where Seiya gets off the pile of corpses while raising her hand, making Izuku stop suddenly and look at Seiya while too much blood came out of her mouth, and Seiya approaches him, putting her head with Izuku's. Seiya. I love you just the way you are, I don't care if you are like that, giving him a kiss on the head. At that moment Izuku begins to slowly detransform, taking his human form until Izuku returned to normal, and Seiya hugs him, something that Izuku could not hold back, and began to cry inconsolably while Seiya hugged him lovingly while caressing his hair. Izuku. I'm sorry love, sniff sniff, I'm sorry I lost control, forgive me, I am the worst boyfriend of everyone, sniffs, forgive me, I couldn't control myself, forgive me, crying inconsolably. Seiya. Yeah love, it's not your fault, you don't have to apologize, on the contrary, I'm happy that you're my boyfriend, he said smiling, giving Izuku a kiss. Izuku. Thanks Seiya for being by my side, wiping away his tears. Seiya. Let's go love. Izuku. Where? Seiya. Far from here, putting away his katana, taking Izuku's hand. Izuku. Let's go, starting to leave, leaving the corpses there, seeing that the entire town had been completely destroyed. Old man. You are a demon, bleeding a lot, son of Satan, vomiting blood, and Izuku approaches the old man in pain. Old man. You are a child without love, vomiting blood, and Izuku kills him in a horrific way. End of flashback. Kuroto. That day I don't know how to react because it was incredible what I saw that time, it was something that I can't get out of my head, that you are Izuku. Izuku. You wouldn't believe me if I gave it to you. Hero. Hey guys, why don't you come with us to see the house? No. If that way you can never get lost. Seiya. Okay, I'll wait for you. Love leaving everyone from the room, leaving Kuroto and Izuku alone. Izuku. Tell me what you need from us. Super serious. Kuroto. I want the same as you to finish off Fumito, since he is very dangerous that he can finish off the half-ancients. The era of the ancients is ending, but if we unite we can finish him off since you are half-ancient, since a boy half-human half-ancient is unique, since he has both bloods in his DNA, so you say. Izuku stared seriously at Kuroto until. Izuku. Well, we will help you, but when we finish with them you will not look for us for anything in the world, and you will not look for us for anything in the world. It is as if we had never met. Echo. Kuroto. Echo getting up his hand to crash it and Izuku reciprocates. Izuku. But promise me something. Kuroto. What a funny thing. Izuku. That if I die please take good care of Seiya since Fumito has a large military cargo and it is somewhat dangerous, so if I die since he looks for me more, I want you to take care of Seiya for me, he said, half serious and half sad, since he did not know what was going to happen. Kuroto. I promise you, Izuku said smiling. Well, go with your girlfriend, she is surely waiting for you. Follow me. This mansion is big. Driving in his wheelchair, where he guides Izuku where Seiya was socializing with the others. Seiya. Love, come sit down, we were waiting for you. Izuku. Okay, sitting down. So having a nice night, but Izuku never let his guard down. Shoo. And where Izuku, how do you take out your claws? Izuku. The truth is I don't know why, it's like breathing, they come out without thinking, or when I'm in trouble I take them out. Iori. I mean you're like that superhero from the comics. Izuku. Yes, but my claws are very sharp that can tear a human body. Iori. Hey, tell me, what thing did you face? Hero. Yes, Izuku counts. Izuku. Once my girlfriend and I fought like a kind of light purple spider that was throwing everyone, but we quickly killed it. Haruno. And a question, what happened after they left the town? Izuku. Well, I got a job as a rental driver. I mean I have a limousine at home, but I have to pretend to be its driver and I charge 15,000 yen. Shoo. I want to drive a limousine, I want to feel what it feels like to drive one. Izuku. It's like a normal car, but longer. If you want I can give you some classes so you can learn how to drive. Shoo. Okay, Izuku. The next day. We see Izuku and Seiya walking calmly, but. Seiya. Hey. Mana. What? Seiya. Can you tell why you're following us? Super serious. Mana. Is that I wanted to accompany them, so that's why I follow them, said smiling. Seiya. You know that's called harassment. Super serious. Izuku. Calm down, Seiya just wanted to accompany us. Seiya. Okay, but don't do anything weird. Okay, super serious, starting to walk, and Mana stands next to Seiya. Thus arriving at a store that Izuku and Seiya know. Kimijiro. Hello, Seiya. Seiya. Hello, Kimijiro. Izuku. Oh, I see you're still using your cat, he said smiling. Kimijiro. Yes, since it is my faithful companion. Mana. You already know each other. Izuku. Yes, it is, since he is our best friend since he gave the sword to my girlfriend. Kimijiro. That's right, and also I gave him the swords that Izuku's mother used before her death, and by the way, where are the swords? Izuku. They are kept in a much better place where they are protected, he said smiling. Kimijiro. Anyway, what brings you here? Seiya. I want a sword for myself since the one I had broke. Kimijiro. Sure, grab whatever you want, he said smiling. So Seiya was looking at the swords that were in the place until she sees a big one where she sees that it was super sharp. Seiya. It's I want. Kimijiro. Great choice, Seiya. Izuku. How much would it be? I'll pay. Kimijiro. Great choice, Seiya, you do know about good swords. Seiya. How much does it cost? Kimijiro. It's nothing, it's on me, there's up to you, Izuku. Izuku. I have my mother's swords, that's enough for me. Kimijiro. Okay. Izuku. Thank you very much for the sword. Kimijiro. Is what friends do or not, he said smiling. Seiya. Well, see you since we have several things to do today. Izuku. It's true. Kimijiro. Okay, take care of yourselves, here I am every day. Izuku. Seiya. Thanks, Kimijiro, leaving the store. Mana. So you know him. Izuku. Of course, he is our friend who makes very good and resistant swords. Seiya. But he keeps the secret so as not to endanger Kimijiro. Mana. Okay, but his cell phone starts to ring, while answering, and a couple of seconds he hangs up. Seiya. What's wrong? Mana. It's Shu, says let's go quickly to the mansion. Izuku. Let's go at once. 1 hour later. Izuku. How really surprised. Hero. Yes, since I was looking for something about where Fumito could be, and I discovered that today he is going to give a lecture on something. Izuku. Where, seriously? Haruno. Well, according to reports they say he will be in a theater giving a lecture. Seiya. Okay, let's go at once. Mana. I'll go with you. Izuku. Okay, but don't ruin it, fool. Iori. Come on, I'll drive. So everyone gets in the car and where Iori was driving fast, while Izuku sharpened his claws super hard for a sharper edge, thus arriving everyone and Izuku and Seiya get out quickly with Mana. Mana. Hey guys, wait. Izuku. Why the hell are you here? Go to the car with Iori and Shu. Mana. No, I will help you. Seiya. But you can die. Mana. I don't care, I want to help you. Izuku. Fine, but don't ruin it. Starting to run super fast and arriving where the stage was where they saw none other than Fumito. Fumito. Good morning everyone, let me introduce myself, I'm Fumito, and today, ladies and gentlemen, I want to show you something wonderful by showing you images of the ancients. These are ancients, they live in our world and are somewhat dangerous since they killed my friends, and that's why I, Fumito, am going to finish them off since they will finally be declared extinct, but some may be hiding among us as humans. But an emergency alarm sounds. Fumito. Calm down, it's just an alarm, calm down, nothing is going to happen, or maybe the old ones are here, right Izuku, Seiya said smiling, and seeing Seiya and Izuku which they get furious and their eyes turned red and Izuku takes out his claws and they pounced on Fumito. Mana. Izuku, Seiya worried. Izuku Seiya. Son of a bitch screaming furiously and Izuku pierces his chest and Seiya in the heart. Fumito. Hello Izuku, hello Seiya said smiling. Izuku. You bastard, you experimented with us and you got away with it. Fumito. At least thank me because I always served you coffee said smiling mockingly. Seiya. Shut up you angry asshole. Izuku. You're going to die today asshole, making his claws grow. But suddenly Fumito began to melt. Fumito. How stupid you are, I'm always one step ahead of you, he said smiling mockingly. By the way, I have a surprise for you, goodbye Izuku, Seiya Midoriya said mockingly and melting completely. At that moment everything trembles. Izuku. Seiya behind me on guard and Seiya gets behind Izuku. Seiya. What the hell will it be? At that an ancient comes out from the top. Izuku. Oh shit, transforming into an ancient and stopping the ancient. Seiya. No Izuku, but receives a blow from the ancient sending her flying. Izuku. Furious bastard starting to hit, but the ancient took out his tentacles and pierced them to Izuku, making him scream in pain. Seiya. Nobody messes with my boyfriend, pouncing on the ancient where he began to cut his tentacles and Izuku punches the ancient making the ground break and Seiya takes advantage and sticks her katana in the ancient, making him scream, making him take out more tentacles and Izuku punches him making him bleed and Seiya stabs her katana cutting off several tentacles until Izuku opens the ancient's mouth and puts his hand in the ancient's mouth and tears out the ancient's tongue so hard making a great rain of blood stain the whole place and Seiya takes advantage and makes a big cut making him scream in pain and begins to slowly detransform showing that he was a samurai. Samurai. Die damn, raising his katana, but Izuku takes him by the arms and tears them off making them scream in pain and Seiya puts him against the wall. Seiya. Tell me damn, who sent you, damn furious. Samurai. He sent me Fumito to kill them, but wow, if they are very strong, he said smiling mockingly, spitting a lot of blood. Seiya. Tell us where it is, damn, he said angrily, bringing his katana closer. Samurai. Even if you threaten me I will never tell you, damn brat, now kill me, he said smiling mockingly, spitting blood, but Seiya moves away a little. Seiya. You know I don't eat humans, but my husband is all yours, love, she said smiling mockingly and leaving and Izuku approaches. Samurai. Wait. Izuku. You'll be a great dinner, he said macabrely, opening his mouth revealing his row of teeth, eating the samurai in a heartbreaking way, while the samurai screamed heartbreakingly and passes it to him and he slowly detransforms and goes with Seiya. Izuku. Damn, we were tricked, annoying. Seiya. We will catch him, love, he said smiling, giving Izuku a kiss. Izuku. And we will finish it together, giving Seiya a kiss. So the two left the place where they went outside. Iori. You have a little blood, Izuku scared, and Izuku cleans his face a little. Hero. He meant your left hand, scared, and Izuku looks at his left hand and slowly licks his hand, making the two try not to vomit. Shu. Well, let's get out of here, we will try to track Fumito. Izuku. Okay. Already at night. Izuku and Seiya were in their room because it was already night and the two were lying down and Izuku gets up. Seiya. Something happens, Izuku getting up. Izuku. I don't know, taking out his claws, this time I didn't get too out of control, I think I'm controlling myself, pulling his first claw, pulling it since it was somewhat crooked, taking out some blood and complaining of the pain and they put them well and Izuku lies down. Seiya. You're doing well, love, you were able to control all your anger and rage and fury, you are controlling it very well. Izuku. I'm afraid of losing control and hurting you, a little worried. Seiya. Calm down, love, do you remember that time? Flashback. We see Izuku turned into an ancient chained. Seiya. Izuku worried and was going to approach, but Tadashi stops him. Tadashi. No Seiya, don't come closer, he's not Izuku, seeing Izuku trying to break the chains. Seiya. But dad, we have to help him, worried. Tadashi. We have an option, but it's not pretty at all, we have to electrocute him to faint him. I'm going for the electronic bat, seriously, leaving Seiya alone, and Izuku tried to get away. Seiya. Oh god, what do I do? Izuku is hurting too much, he is bleeding from his wrists, what do I do, worried. Izuku worried, and Izuku raises his leg and cuts Seiya's arm, making it bleed. Seiya. Ouch, sore, but an idea came to her, I hope it works, grabbing a glass where Seiya's blood falls into the glass, where it fills half since Seiya had healed. Seiya. I hope this works, throwing Izuku's blood in his mouth, making him calm down little by little, until he calms down and slowly began to detransform and reacts. Izuku. Seiya-chan confused. Seiya. Izuku hugging him, I thought you were going to lose control. Izuku. What happened, confused. Seiya. You had a big breakdown and turned into the old. Izuku. Thanks Seiya-chan for saving me, hugging Seiya. End of flashback. Izuku. Since that day we knew how to control me, but thanks to the asshole about Fumito we completely forgot something annoying. Seiya. I know, love, I was angry too, but at least we are together in this, hugging him from behind. Izuku. I promise I'll get you out of here no matter what, but I will get you out of here. Seiya. Calm down, Izuku, just wait there, giving him a kiss on the cheek. But the two see a silhouette at the door where they silently reach the door and open it, showing Mana. Seiya. You again, pulling Mana, what the hell do you want? You are always stuck to us, stupid. Do you love me? Izuku, damn furious. Izuku. Calm down, calm, love, please don't fight, calmly hugging her, calming her down. Tell me, Mana, why are you spying on us? Something serious separating from Seiya. Mana. It's that I can't help it, it's that I feel that the three of us are connected. Izuku. What do you mean, curious? Mana. It's that you lost your relatives and were betrayed. I was also betrayed by Fumito, he threw me into the streets until Kuroto found me, and that's why now I'm good for him. Seiya. Just for that reason you are still. Mana. And why I also want to look for my father, that's why I asked Kuroto's permission to accompany you to look for my father. Izuku. Come, Mana, sit down, making a space for him on the bed, and Mana sits next to Izuku, and Seiya in a moment of jealousy sits on top of Izuku, taking a drop of sweat off him. Izuku. Look, Mana, I lost my mother when I was born, I never met her in person, but I know that she wouldn't like it, that she would like me to be depressed, and I assure you that maybe she would like me to see you grow up with Seiya and one day get married, hugging Seiya. The point is that you have to live like this, you have to move on. What happened to your father? I'm very sorry, but I assure you that your father wouldn't like you to be like this, super sad because of him, so don't think that, Mana said, smiling, making Mana smile. Mana. You're right, Izuku, and can you come please? Seiya. Why are you curious? Mana. I need you to help me find Fumito's building. Izuku. Okay. 20 minutes later. We see the three investigating, but Mana grabbed everything while Izuku and Seiya give her clues as to where they last saw him, but Izuku starts touching her hair. Izuku. Wow, his hair is super soft, whispering, touching. Seiya. But mine is softer, pouting, whispering. Izuku. Yes, but I'm always going to grab your beautiful hair, whispering. Seiya. Okay, love, whispering, stop touching her hair, giving her a little hit on the hand. Izuku. I can't, it's too soft, whispering, and Mana takes off her headphones. Mana. Guys, I found it. Izuku. Seiya. How surprised. Mana. It's in the north building far from the city. Izuku. Okay, tomorrow we go after that son of a bitch. The next day. We see Ori, Mana, Shu, Izuku and Seiya in the car while Izuku was sharpening his two katanas. Shu. Wow, Izuku, your suit is super cool, seeing Izuku's suit, seeing that he had a black sweater, black pants, completely black Vans and a black cape and a metallic mask while sharpening his katanas. Izuku. Thanks, Shu. Shu. And what is the plan? Seiya. Simple, kill him until he doesn't move. Izuku. That's the plan. Mana. But what would happen if it gets complicated? Izuku. Just go far away from here and leave us alone. Mana. But if it gets too complicated for both of us we will bring reinforcements. Seiya. You are a great friend, Mana, smiling. Mana. Thanks, Seiya, same you. Iori. We arrived parking and Izuku and Seiya leave quickly. Iori. Well, if everything gets super complicated we will help you both and we will send more reinforcements. Izuku. What reinforcements? Iori. Some contacts who are good with weapons. Izuku. Okay. Seiya. Time has come. Mana. Take care, guys. Seiya. Same with your, Mana. Izuku. Well, let's go now. Seiya. Okay, love. So the two began to run, but Izuku stops suddenly and turns around. Izuku. Hey Iori. Iori. What's up Izuku? At that Izuku takes the keys to his limousine out of his pocket and throws them at him, and Iori catches them easily. Izuku. Keep it, I'll give it to you, I always hated being a limousine driver, take good care of it, smiling. So Izuku ran following Seiya where he finds her. Seiya. Ready. Izuku. As leader of the Midoriya clan, I will give my life for those I love, taking out their sharp katanas. Seiya. Let's go at once. So the two began to run super fast until they reached an area where there were many armed. Soldier. Ready to shoot are they? Izuku. Now Seiya. At that Seiya runs super fast and cuts the throats of all the soldiers, making them die quickly. Seiya. Let's go quickly, this will get more difficult. So the two beginning to run super fast until they reached a room where they saw an ancient dog. Ancient? Wow, if it's Izuku Midoriya, it will be a pleasure to kill you and your girlfriend, said macabrely. Izuku. Nobody touches my girl. At that Izuku lunged at the ancient, transforms and punches him so hard that it breaks his jaw. Soldier. What are you waiting for, shoot that damn thing, Seiya, but someone cuts off his hand, and Seiya he cuts off his head and kicks it to the head of the old man, causing the old man to get confused, something that Izuku took advantage of, and opens his mouth and puts his right hand in reaching his heart where he pulls it out, causing blood to rain, and Izuku eats it while he grabbed two soldiers and ate them quickly and detransforms. Izuku. Damn, what else is missing, something angry. Soldiers. The boy running grabs Izuku and Seiya. But Izuku looks at their katanas in one fell swoop and sticks them in the 6 soldiers' skulls, causing them to die quickly, and Izuku takes them from him. Izuku. Well, let's go after that son of a bitch. Seiya. Let's go. So the two quickly went to look for Fumito, but Izuku is in shock and begins to smell an aroma that he quickly recognized. Seiya. What's wrong, love? Izuku. It's him taking out his katanas. Seiya. We're taking out his katana. Izuku. Get behind me, seriously, and Seiya gets behind him and they start walking where they arrive at the door of the room. Izuku. There is. Seiya. Ready Izuku. Izuku. More than ready, grabbing his katanas with force. Seiya. In 3, 2, 1 now. Izuku breaks the door with force and there was Fumito. Izuku. Fumito serious and Fumito turns around. Fumito. Oh hi Izuku, Seiya, good to see you again. Izuku. You damn son of a bitch, I is screaming, furiously pouncing on him. But Fumito presses a button where it showed a super loud noise, while the screen showed all the moments they lived happily with their friends and how Fumito experimented with them, but someone shoots Izuku in the stomach, causing Izuku to bleed a little and falls to the ground. Seiya. Izuku screaming, worried and in pain, and falls to the ground because of the great headache she felt. Kuroto. It was easy to bring them here. Fumito. Thanks cousin for letting me bring these two. Izuku. What the hell, half sore. Kuroto. Well, since we are in confession, I am Fumito's cousin and the truth is I joined the organization to look for them and wow, they are finally here. Izuku. What do you want, damn, why do you always go after us, half sore, grabbing his wound. Fumito. You see Izuku, you are more than an ancient, you are a human, you know, an ancient who can eat normal food in ancients at the same time. That is something surprising since one of these cases had never been seen in the laboratory. Seiya. Why do you marry the ancients? Fumito. So that they are my weapons and they are my soldiers. Why do you think those rabbits obeyed me a lot? Izuku. Why always us? Fumito. You know Izuku, when we met I discovered that you were a super strong ancient like Seiya. The two are ancient, very dangerous, that is why I sent Mana's father to what will kill them. Seiya. What did you do? What a damn wretch, angry and hurt. Izuku. He was always Mana's father. Fumito. Indeed he was her father, but don't no worry, I'll tell him that it had always been his fault and that it was always you, said mockingly. Izuku. Son of a bitch, standing up taking out his claws, but Kuroto shoots him in the stomach making him bleed. Fumito. Enough of all this. Kuroto. Hey, don't forget the deal. Fumito. Well, taking out an injection, you will feel a small prick. Seiya. Taking out blood, how good that your blood and Izuku's turns humans into ancients. Taking out blood. Kuroto. Well, now give it to me, I'm going to experiment with the blood. Fumito. Why don't we try it with you, running injecting Kuroto's blood. Kuroto. I screaming heartbreakingly as he slowly transformed into ancient. Fumito. Let the extinction of the ancients begin, injecting Seiya's blood, I will be her god for everyone, transforming into an ancient and functioning with Kuroto while they got bigger, destroying the place. Iori. Let's go, starting to handle. Monashu. Izuku. Say I screaming loudly. Iori. I know, shedding tears. Fumito. Now I am her god, roaring loudly while the whole place was destroyed. But Izuku and Seiya. Izuku and Seiya were inside something more specific in Izuku's wings, since Izuku managed to grab Izuku, and his wings were covered while Seiya was crying inside, while Izuku hugged her tightly. Izuku. Already love, calm down, don't cry, stroking her hair. Seiya. Is that Izuku your wings? Why do you always have to protect me? Why are you always with me? I always give you problems and hurt you because of me. Why Izuku, why don't you get away from me, she said crying. But Izuku wiped some tears while smiling, while his back was bleeding a lot since his wings were being damaged. Izuku. I will never walk away from you because this is love. Love is a great feeling in life, and when I met you, I quickly fell in love with you, and when we confessed that day, I promised never to leave you alone and never abandon you, and to be with you in everything and love you forever. That's why I will always give my life for you. Every time they hurt me, I will always think of you, because I know that you are waiting for me at home, and that's why I will never give up, and I will always get up for you, he said smiling, bringing tears to tears. And that Seiya and Izuku kiss each other, a kiss that expressed all the love that they both felt since they were children, a kiss that expressed everything that they both felt, a kiss of the love of one ancient and a swordswoman, while Izuku uncovered himself from his wings and the two separate with a thread of saliva, seeing the place completely destroyed, and look at Fumito in an ancient. Izuku. We will kill that son of a bitch. Seiya. Come on, love. Izuku. Hey idiot, shouting furiously. Fumito. So you're still alive, damn ancient, it will be a pleasure to kill you, raising his fist and was going to hit him, but Izuku transforms into an ancient and the two collide fists and Izuku punches him in the face, breaking his jaw and nose, and Izuku grabs him by the leg and breaks it, making him scream in pain, and Izuku punches him, breaking his ribs, making him vomit blood from grabbing, and Seiya takes advantage of that and began to cut his chest with large cuts, and Fumito stands up. Fumito. They are going to go to hell with me, punching Izuku and grabs him and rips out his right eye, making him scream in pain, and Seiya took a great jump where she reached up. Fumito. Come here, you damn, trying to grab Seiya. Seiya. I am Seiya. Kisaragi Midoriya screaming loudly, throwing herself on Fumito and gets into Fumito's mouth where she begins to kill him from the inside, while Izuku was hitting him very hard, and Fumito grabs his hand and tears it off, making him scream and rain blood, and Izuku, with his left hand, tears off his left arm, making him scream in pain. But Seiya. Seiya. This is for my friends, for experimenting on me, for me Izuku, for everything, damn, cutting Fumito's veins, making him bleed too much. But Izuku. Izuku continued to hit Fumito with everything. He grabs a tree and puts it in his mouth, but he spits it out, and Fumito was still standing, but Izuku hugs him tightly, breaking his bones, but gives him a big bite on the neck, making him bleed too much, while Izuku passed that piece of meat, eating it. Fumito. Screaming heartbreakingly, but begins to vomit a lot of blood and took out too much blood, and Izuku kicks him in the chest, digging his claws and makes a cut in his eyes, causing too much bleeding, until Fumito puts his claws in his chest and stomach, causing too much bleeding, and Izuku and Fumito give each other their last blow, causing the two to fall, while Seiya leaves Fumito's mouth and they slowly detransform, and Seiya approaches Fumito and Fumito stands up. Seiya. Your damn end has come, damn, raising his katana, but Fumito hugs him. Fumito. You know, Seiya, I always loved you since I experimented with you, but I realized what a great man Izuku is, so I wish you all the luck in the world in your relationship with Izuku, and that's why I want you to kill me. Goodbye, Seiya. Kisaragi hugging her. Seiya. Goodbye, Fumito, giving her a kiss on the cheek. And that Seiya pierces his heart with her katana, causing him to spit blood, and he begins to slowly disintegrate, and his body turns to dust just like Kuroto's, thus dying Kuroto and Fumito forever, and Seiya throws her katana to the ground and begins to walk towards the rubble. Seiya. Izuku, Izuku, where are you? Izuku screaming, but is in shock to see Izuku's body covered in blood, and he was missing an arm and a leg. Seiya. Izuku running towards him. Come on, my love, react, please, I beg you, through tears, checking his pulse, being in shock since she couldn't feel his pulse. Seiya. No, giving a super heartbreaking scream and begins to cry inconsolably why she lost Izuku. Seiya. My love, sniff sniff, don't leave me alone, sniff, please stay with me, sniff sniff, I can't live without you, sniff sniff, please Izuku, don't leave me alone, please sniff, I need you, without you, I can't live, crying inconsolably while hugging Izuku's body while crying, remembering all the beautiful moments they spent together. Seiya. I'm pregnant, love, sniff sniff, I'm pregnant, please don't go, please, your baby needs you, crying, hugging Izuku's body tightly while she continued crying, but she feels a hand on her head that leaves her shocked, and she raises her head looking and is shocked since she was seeing Izuku. Seiya. Izuku shocked. Izuku. I promised you that I would never leave you alone, love, she said smiling, making Seiya start to cry with happiness and a lot, and hugs Izuku very tightly while giving him kisses all over his face while crying with happiness. Seiya. You are alive, my love, Izuku. Really, are you pregnant? A little shocked. Seiya. Yes Izuku, yes, I have been pregnant for 2 weeks. I did not want to tell you for fear that you would get angry, already leaving my side a little sad, but Izuku stands up in the burden of happiness. Izuku. I'm going to do dad, 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 he said happily, shedding tears of happiness. Seiya. You're really not angry. Izuku. Why would I get mad at the woman who made me the happiest man in the world, he said smiling, shedding tears, and goes down to Seiya's belly. Izuku. Hello my beautiful baby, I'm your dad, I'm going to be waiting for you with great anticipation, I'm going to love you my beautiful baby, he said smiling, shedding tears, giving you a kiss on Seiya's belly, making Seiya laugh, and Izuku and Seiya hold hands and leave from there. Seiya. Where are we going now? Izuku. Home. Seiya. But we can't go back home, we don't have a house anymore. Izuku. We'll get another one, calm. Seiya. And what are we going to do now? Izuku. Seiya, listen to me well, no matter what happens I will try to make you happy, and that you never lack anything, I promise you that I will never abandon you and my baby, he said smiling, grabbing Seiya's belly. Seiya. Okay love, giving her a kiss, and after a few seconds they separate, leaving a thread of saliva. Izuku. Well, let's go, taking Seiya's hand, but she takes it away. Seiya. Sorry, my hand sweats a lot, well let's go, starting to walk calmly, leaving the place destroyed while it was snowing since it was December 1 and the snow fell on their heads while they changed away from everything. Time skip 1 year. We see Shu, Mana and Hiro in a cafeteria having breakfast. English. Shu. It's been a year since all this happened and we won't know anything about Izuku and Seiya eating. Mana. But in the news they say that there is a mysterious hero who eats the bad guys as well as a girl, but I feel that they are Izuku and Seiya. Hero. Yes, but the strangest thing is why they call him Namer. Shu. Why is he a child without love Namer? Hero. But what will happen to them now? Mana. I don't know, but I feel that they will always be happy together, smiling a little sad. Hero. Calm down Mana, I know your dad wouldn't like you to be sad. Mana. If you're right, at least my dad is already in a better place, but what has happened with Izuku? Hero. I don't know, I still haven't found them. Mana. But I do know what they are doing. Shu. What a curious thing. Mana. Living happily the two of them together with their daughter, said smiling. Hero. It's true. Shu. I think so now. Happy finally. Mana. I hope the three of you are happy. Meanwhile, in another place. Izuku. Happy birthday daughter, arriving with a small cake since today was the birthday of his daughter Inko Midoriya Kisaragi, who was the exact clone of his mother Seiya, only with Izuku's eyes and his freckles. Seiya. Come on, Inko blows out the candle. Inko began to blow on it as she could since she was a baby, even with saliva she tried to put it out until she could. Seiya. Izuku. That's it, Inko applauding. Seiya. This being a mother is fantastic, hugging Inko. Izuku. Yes, I feel that my mother would have loved to meet her granddaughter, something sad. Seiya. Izuku, look at me, I know you still miss her, but I know that she would be very happy that her granddaughter is celebrating her birthday today, and I think she would be super proud that you are already a dad, Izuku said smiling. Izuku. You're right, love, hugging her, thank you for always being with me. Seiya. No thanks to you for always being by my side, love, she said smiling. Izuku. I love you, Seiya. Kisaragi. Seiya. I love you, Izuku Midoriya, giving him a kiss, and after a few seconds they separate, leaving a thread of saliva hanging. Seiya. Well, let's eat the cake. Izuku. There, yes, that's delicious, I hope you really like the cake that I made with my own hands. Seiya. Well, let's eat. So spending the first birthday of his little daughter happily without anyone chasing them or looking for them or trying to kill them, because thanks to their love, they could do everything despite having suffered in the past, they still continue forward, and more now for their daughter, and finally everything was happiness for our couple, and everything was peace and tranquility for our family, and they lived happily ever after. End. Credits. Post-credit scene. We see Izuku training with his katanas while taking a little break to reflect. He quickly grabs his katanas and cuts down 20 trees super fast. He puts away his katana as the trees slowly fell. Izuku. Well, the other time there were 5, now there are 20. I'm already improving my training and my anger so as not to get angry easily. I think I'm improving in everything, I better go to the house at once. Inko and Seiya will be waiting for me. Wow, the day went by. It's already night, looking at the sky that was dark. I better go to the house. He's about to leave. But suddenly a huge crack in the sky appears. Izuku. But what the buck, shocked, he's about to take out his katanas. But in that Izuku begins to shine a golden color as he slowly faded away. Izuku. No, screaming loudly and disappears from the forest. Izuku was flying in a super strange place where there were many different portals and he just screamed while pixelating until he reached one where he falls into a building. Izuku. Where I'm what is this place seeing the place, it is Japan, but what happened confused and flying towards a very tall building and sits down. Izuku. I'd better sleep a little and tomorrow I will investigate the whole place sitting down falling deeply asleep. The next day. Izuku. Sleeping peacefully. But suddenly a great explosion is heard in the distance putting Izuku on guard who grabs his katanas. Izuku. What's happening confused starting to fly where the explosion came from and arrived at a place seeing how some people were fighting with a Nomu. Izuku. It can't be here also they're ancients, but how strange is that ancient better I'll help those people. So Izuku lunged at the Nomu and with a quick movement he stabs his katana into Izuku's chest and raises him, thus splitting him in half the Nomu from above and Izuku stands in front of the people. Izuku. Hey are you okay? But he is in shock by what he was seeing. Izuku Arachi. But. Izuku Martinez. What? Izuku. SHITTT. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want the next part. Also check out my other video that has been shown and left. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video please like and share this video. And have a fantastic day. Bye.